It's easy to make good nachos, but with a couple of tips, you can make great nachos. Let me show you how. Nachos don't take long to make, so let's preheat our oven to 350 degrees and then pick a pan that we're going to make our nachos on. Now, if you're lucky, you could have a pan that you could bake on and serve on. If you don't have a pan like that, what I do is I line a baking sheet with a piece of silicone because that means my nachos are going to slide off without any problem at all. Now let's talk about the two most important ingredients with nachos, and that is chips and cheese. Chips, you want to have a rather thick corn chip for nachos because it has to support the toppings you're going to put onto them. If you use a thin chip, of course, it can break or become too crispy in the oven. Now with cheese, please grate your own cheese. The pre-grated cheese is often coated with something to stop them from sticking together. We're going to use good melting cheeses here. We've got a Monterey Jack and we've got a pepper jack for a little bit of flavor. Mixing your cheeses up is a great idea. It adds visual interest and a flavor boost. We're going to put some chicken on the nachos. It's not going to have enough time to cook in the oven, so make sure it's cooked before you put it on the nachos. The biggest tip I can give you with respect to nachos is to layer your ingredients. You don't want to put a mound of chips with a whole bunch of cheese on top because the chips on the bottom feel left out. They don't have any cheese there. So let's start layering. We're going to put some chips on the pan, a few pieces of chicken. Today we're going to put a little avocado on, a little bit of green onion. Now I grate the cheese right onto the nachos here. Saves me a step, saves me from messing up a bowl. That's layer number one. We're ready for layer number two. Put more chips on top. Spread them out and go ahead and layer again. We're going to do some chicken. Some avocado, and this is going to be our last layer, so you can go a little crazy if you want to and make sure you use up all of your toppings. Some green onion and then more cheese. Okay, so once all of your cheese is on, now we just send it to the oven for 10 minutes at 350 degrees, just until the cheese is nice and melted. But remember, there are 2 layers of cheese, so you want to make sure it's melted all the way through. 10 minutes is just enough time to get those chips crunchy, the cheese melty, get your sour cream ready, your salsa ready, and let's bring them out. Oh, they look fantastic. Look at that, beautiful. All we have to do now is transfer them to the platter. So I've got a spatula. I'm gonna lift up that silicone liner. I'm gonna bring them over to the platter. This is tricky. Here we go. Beautiful. Now a platter that you can actually hold on to. Call your friends because munch time is on. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of our basics episodes, click over here. If you'd like to learn about the customizable silicone liner I used, click over here. And if you have any comments or questions, suggestions for more basics, put them in the comment section below.